Good morning. Guess who's here? It's me. I'm back trying to be present for Community Fellowship. By the way, want to be back Mondays this time. If anybody wants to go live about any of the topics, please don't hesitate. Oh, sorry, it's my kid. Don't hesitate to let me know now. Because I'm looking for other people that want to help host Community Fellowship and be here. But I did not want to miss this topic today. Okay, today was one of my favorite topics that we had planned, so I definitely wanted to make sure that I was here and present. And that is maintaining, hey Emmanuel, maintaining relationships with your family, partners, friends, any type of relationships you want while being an entrepreneur, not just while working spicy business, but just being an entrepreneur overall, because I think that's a whole different mindset. Oh, my day is fabulous, honey. Fabulous. How's yours going? What my kid said. Okay, cool. Well, I'll get you another one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyways, that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about today because that's what we had planned. But I guess I'll see if we get some other people up in here. Make sure you guys, what was I gonna tell you? Make sure y'all give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. All that. Okay. So let's see. I guess I'll talk to the Telegram group while I talk to y'all since there's only a couple of you guys on here. And good morning. So my first question is, who has been enjoying Finesse the Bag February? It has been going fabulous for the first week. Honestly, it improved my habits. So if you haven't had a chance to go check it out, hop on over to my Telegram group. Look at every morning for the past week what we've been posting about Finesse the Bag. You can literally type Finesse the Bag in the search bar and it should pop right up for you everywhere we said that. And do those tasks. Just reflect and think. It's a challenge for you to reflect and think on your own. And it's geared to help yourself get more accountable and really step into your bag. Secondly, now that we're here for Community Fellowship, today's topic is about maintaining those relationships as an entrepreneur. So I wanted to just y'all to chime in on the conversation. Again, if anybody wants to co-host Community Fellowship with me or somebody from the team, please just reach out and let us know. The more, the better. This is an opportunity for you to get up here, have your voice heard, and also do a little promotion. You can get over here and promote yourself. So if anybody wants to go on the channel, please let me know. All right. So let's get into this. I think from somebody like myself who was working a regular job, I was a manager at Whataburger, loved it. I miss flipping the fries sometimes. Honestly, fast food can be kind of fun. But anyways, doing that for my whole life, that's the only type of jobs I've known, to then transitioning almost 8 years, right? Yeah, this year I'm working on year number 8 in this industry, and honestly, it feels really good to be here. But it has been trials and errors and tribulations along the way. The past 8 years, maintaining relationships with people. Oh my gosh! Oh my fucking gosh! That has been probably one of my biggest challenges. Making the money, not so much a challenge because honestly, you just need consistency, accountability, the skill set to do it and to execute your plan, right? So making the money is, you to be thinking that's the hard part. That's not the hard part. The hard part is everything else that comes along with being an entrepreneur. And one of those is outside people. Now, when I first got into this, I was in a relationship, and quite frankly, I didn't give a fuck about my relationship. I didn't care about the friendships that I had at the time. I didn't care about the family members that was in my life. I just didn't give a fuck. I went into a very selfish stage, which I feel like, obviously, my kid, because my kid's with me, but nonetheless, anybody else, it was, I don't give a fuck about you. And honestly, when you get into any business and you're trying to run it, you can't really listen to other people. You really don't got time for other people. But I'm here to tell you guys why that was a mistake. Okay, so hold on 1 second. Your life really needs balance. The human brain, what I've learned, especially teaching like mattress actress, not so much with the guys, because quite frankly, yes, the guys talk to me and I've built relationships with. Oh, but little Etsy sale. Okay. Shout out to Etsy. Y'all support. Thank you. Um, but what I was gonna say is your life really needs balance. And something that I've learned with working with all these women the past few years is that our lives really need balance. We cannot fixate on one thing and just hyper focus on that because the rest of your life's not going to be balanced. You have to spend, like, if you're in a relationship, I feel sorry for you because somebody else you got to focus on. But if you're in a happy, successful relationship, or you have friendships or family or whatever people that you got to pay attention to and give them some time, you want to factor them in your schedule. And the biggest thing that I tell y'all to do to maintain a balanced schedule and to maintain those relationships, you ain't got to tell them, but you need to put them on your schedule. Now, it's kind of rude if you say, okay, I can pencil you in for a conversation Monday at 3 o'clock. Like, obviously, your personal relationships, you really don't want to treat like that. But in your brain, you need to treat it like that. Somebody told me this one time, okay, I can't talk to you on the weekends because they're with their family. But for me, the weekends is the easiest time. Don't fucking bother me Monday through Friday because that pisses me off. But the weekends is a little bit more convenient for me because it is downtime. And so that friend, we really had to schedule things in because I wasn't stopping my workflow to have a conversation with a fucking friend and she wasn't stopping her family time. So we found a mutual understanding and was able to do that. But not everybody can handle being put on a schedule because regular minds, they just really can't handle that type of shit. But you need to do that for yourself. Um, Especially if you're like me and will get distracted by people. I think my biggest distraction is people. Because when I'm kind of just focused on myself, I can just go with my own flow. However, that's not good. You have to, especially if you actually love the people, you have to give them time and attention and give a fuck. So that's been a challenge. I feel like the people that really see your vision and support you, no matter what you're trying to do, will understand. You know how you have them friends that you could not talk to for a long time and then you come back and everything's all cool and they're not in their feelings about why you ain't calling them every motherfucking day. Them the kind of people that I have to have because I can't have people that expect that I talk to them every single day. It's just gonna drive me insane. But yeah, so that was my little thought about that. What else? That's my little thought about that. Again, the full thing, if you're hearing bits and pieces on my Telegram, it's to entice you to come over to my YouTube because I am looking for more people that want to join Commmunity Fellowship and host it. I got to see what next week topic is going to be about. So yeah, not having those distractions and then knowing how to schedule in distracted time, I think is really important. Now, if you're also like me, you want to have like a little more me time, or there's things that you just personally want to do, you've got to learn to fit that into your schedule. Your schedule can't be all play, it can't be all work, it can't be this, it needs to be balanced. So I would say the next thing to really maintain those relationships is having a solid plan, a solid schedule, a solid idea of what your week is going to be like. And sometimes when you're not used to doing this kinds of things, like for me, when I first got started, y'all would be like, Paisley, you're organized. No, I wasn't. I was not. Okay. I hated organization. I hated being on a schedule. I remember watching Wife Swap one time, and they were like, this wife went to this family's house who was scheduled. Like, and I just remember thinking, like, ew, when I get older, I don't want my life to be like that, to only come full circle and be like, fuck yeah, that is important for your life. You need to be structured, you need to be scheduled. And that family was successful. And the other family was a little less successful than them. And you could really see the difference. So now that I am a grown up, I'm like, okay, yeah, structuring, scheduling, that's highly important to maintain everything that you're going to do in life. So what I was going to say, if you're not someone that did want to be on a schedule, and you're like, ew, that this is what I hear from y'all be like, I chose not to work a job, so I didn't have someone telling me that. But you need to tell yourself that. You need to put yourself on a schedule, okay? Yes, we don't work these jobs because we can do whatever the fuck we want. But that doesn't mean, especially for those of you that have these, I want to make $2,000 plus every single week, you got to have a plan. Okay. If you don't know where to start, I would start by scheduling and penciling in every fucking thing. Your sleep, when you're going to eat, when you're going to have time to chit chat, when you're scrolling, when you're working, when you're spending time with this one, when you're having your me time, everything that you, whether you work another job, you got to go to school, whatever. Like, you need to jot all that down and structure it. And then you'll start to get a flow, and then you don't have to put when you're eating, you don't have to put when you're sleeping after a while. But if you have no clue where to start, that's what I did. And this has come from somebody who didn't want to do all this. That's why I don't have time to hear y'all when y'all say y'all don't want to be on no schedule. I'm like, that's what my brain does. Because you know what always happens? Is they always like come back around. Well, Paisley, I'm not making money. Okay, well, you ready to do a schedule? Because that's what I'm always going to say. It's back to the basics. I was just telling my grind time this yesterday. Whether you're new to my class or you've been in grind time for a while, sometimes you just need to do a revamp, and you got to start back with the basics, which is scheduling. So to make things full circle, I think if you're going to maintain relationships with family, which you should, with your friends, with your partner, with your loved ones, with people you care about, you should do those things. But I think with having a better schedule, it will then help you stay on top and make sure that you're able to accomplish all of this. I have a super busy day, but I did not want to miss Community Fellowship, so I just want to pop on, shoot the shits with y'all a little bit, and then pop right on off because I gotta go back to my own schedule. I penciled in Community Fellowship, I showed up, and now I got to go. So get ready for my class and consultation. So I'm gonna take me a little 30-minute break, get my mind right, get a little mental refocus, and move on to my next task. I hope you guys have a super successful week, and I'll see y'all again next Monday.